We have a hack to make this card very useful. Without it, I'm not sure it's that useful. I'll let you decide. But first, if you like this channel, please subscribe. It helps the channel out. And I always appreciate a like and even comments or questions if you have them. So let's talk about the Venmo card and how you get it. You just have to be 18 years old. You have to live in the United States, and you have to have a Venmo account for at least 30 days and in good standing. There's no annual fee. Okay, now that that's out of the way, they offer you 2 reasons to get their card. First, they waive fees. I'll explain that. Secondly, they give you cash back. Now let's dive into both. Waiving fees, what does that mean? Well, typically when you use the Venmo card to send money to someone and you hook it up to a credit card, there's a 3% fee. So if I have my Venmo account and I want to send my buddy $100 and my Venmo account is hooked up to a credit card of mine and I say, hey, I'm going to send you $100, they're going to charge my card $103, send my friend $100. So it cost me $103. So if you use this Venmo credit card and you hook that up to your Venmo account and you use that when you send money to your friends, they're not going to charge you the 3% fee. Here's the major caveat. At the moment, it's only good till the end of 2023. And they can cancel it at any time up to 2023 or possibly extend it. Okay. The second caveat is it does not apply to using your Venmo card for goods or services, purchasing goods or services. You go to a site, you want to purchase something, and you use this Venmo hooked up to your Venmo credit card, thinking there's not going to be a transaction fee. That's not the case. They'll still charge you the transaction fee. So just know it's only till the end of December of 2023 at the moment, and it's only when you're sending your friends money. Second thing, the cash back. Now this is interesting. They have categories. If you've watched my previous videos, I'm not a fan of categories because it means you have to pay attention to where you're spending money. Sometimes categories will rotate. Every card does it different. I just like cash back on everything I spend. But in this case, what is interesting is the top category is 3%. They don't choose the categories for you. You don't choose the categories. The way it works is they call it your top spending category. So I believe they have, let's say, 8 categories. If you spend a certain amount of money, let's say $800 on groceries, $500 on something else, $300 on something else, you're going to get 3% back on that $800 spend because that is the most in that category. So they break it down into categories such as health and beauty, groceries, entertainment, and they have a multitude of categories. So the one you spend the most in is where you get your 3%. The second category where you spend the most in for that month is where you get 2%. After that, it's 1%. Now, here's the thing. To make this work, and here's what I would call the hack, is you want to obviously get 3% cash back, but you're only going to get it in your top category. Now, what they know, the numbers show that most people, when they're using their cards for their living expenses, the major expenses are gas for their car and groceries. That's something people spend on every month, and it's usually a substantial amount of money. There are other things such as utilities. Obviously, there's car payments, and there's your mortgage or rent, whatever that may be. So they're assuming and hoping that you're going to use the card, you're going to use it all the time for everything you buy, and you're going to be in the grocery and you're going to be in the gas category. Why? Because there are many cards out there that give you 5% cash back in grocery and gas categories. So that's not helpful to you. So the only way, and here's the hack for using this card, is only use it for one category of spending. The category of spending where you wouldn't get over 2% cash back using another card, because they'll give you 3% cash back. Now, there are 3 categories that I suggest you use it in. Not the grocery category, because there's other cards giving you 5. You would take that card out and pay for groceries. Not for the gas category, because there's other cards giving you 5. Take that card out and use it for gas. Pick one of these 3 categories. Either the entertainment category, the bills and utilities category, or the health and beauty category. Now, Probably won't work in the bills and utilities. I say probably because most of the time, if you go online and you try to pay a gas bill or a phone bill or certain types of bills, they will charge you a fee. So if they're charging you a fee of 3% and you're getting 3% cash back, it negated itself. So health and beauty, I don't know how much you spend, but if you're a makeup person, I guess, and you spend quite a bit, then this might be a card where you only use it for those purchases. And instead of getting 1.5%, or 2% back using another card, you'll get 3%. Just stick to that category only. Or I think this applies to most people, the entertainment category for movies and things like that. So if you only use it in those categories, this is a great card to have because it has no annual fee. You'll get 3% cash back. That money at the end of every statement, meaning once a month, they're going to give you that cash right on your Venmo card. You'll see it in your Venmo account. You'll be able to use it for anything you want, send it to someone else, use it in any way you want. There's no restrictions. So again, it's an interesting card. I wouldn't use it for everything because you're probably not going to get the best cash back. There are other cards that are more valuable in certain categories. Just use it for one of those two categories, either health and beauty or entertainment. Take that card out and use it, and you'll get 3% back on all of the things in those categories if you only stick to those categories.